friends, Haley Julia here, and I'm back with another video. And today we are going to have I'm gonna call it a mini Bible study because it's not like a full Bible study, but we are opening the Bible and studying kind of. Anyway, I don't ever know what to call my videos, but I guess we're gonna call this a mini Bible study. Before we dig in, I do wanna mention that I came across this passage today because I'm reading the Bible in a year. And if you guys wanna join me, I'm gonna leave the link in my description right now to the PDF that I am referring to. It's really cool. Every single day, it gives you week 1, week 2, week 3, all the way to week 52. And actually, I am doing it in the morning and the night, so I'm kind of aiming to do the full Bible in 6 months instead of a year. But obviously you don't have to do that, but it's really cool. If you want to join me, I'm already on week 2 and it's only been day 4, but I'm going really fast. I'm just super intrigued. And I honestly, I used to hate reading the Bible, but now I'm oh my gosh, why did I hate reading the Bible? It is so, 1, it's entertaining. 2, I feel the Holy Spirit moving and speaking to me. So it's a win-win. So starting with Genesis 18 verses 10, that's where we're gonna start, but a little backstory is basically Sarah and Abraham, they are husband and wife, and Sarah is past the age of childbearing. They're both super, super old, and she couldn't even have a child to begin with, but now she's extra old, so she definitely cannot have a child. So the Lord is speaking to Abraham, and obviously it's audible because Sarah overhears the Lord talking to Abraham, which low-key, I wish the Lord talked audibly to me. That would be sick. Let's dive in, shall we? So Genesis 18, starting with verse 10. And he said, he is the Lord, and he said, I will certainly return to you according to the time of life. And behold, Sarah, your wife, shall have a son. And in parentheses it says, Sarah was listening in the tent door which was behind him. Now Abraham and Sarah were old, well advanced in age, and Sarah had passed the age of childbearing. Therefore, Sarah laughed within herself, saying, after I have grown old, shall I have the pleasure, my Lord, of being old also? And the Lord said to Abraham, why did Sarah laugh, saying, shall I surely bear a child since I am old? And this is verse 14. Listen to verse 14. Is anything too hard for the Lord? At the appointed time, I will return to you according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son. Bam, bada bing, bada boom. That is the passage we're gonna dissect today. And not really dissect, but just, I don't know, like I said, it's a mini Bible study, but I don't know if I wanna call it a Bible study. But anyway, so verse 14 says, is anything too hard for the Lord? So basically, Sarah, like I said, she was super old. The word said she was super old. Verse 11 says she's past the age of childbearing. And she is so doubtful that she will ever have a child that she literally laughs and pretty much was not God saying that I'm about to have a child when I'm old. So she did not believe it. She thought the Lord was playing games, but the Lord was the Lord told Abraham so why did Sarah just laugh? Because she's gonna have because I said she's gonna have a child while she's old. Is anything too hard for the Lord? I highlighted verse 14 right up in there because I just think that verse is so powerful. Is anything too hard for the Lord? Everything in the physical, Sarah could not have a son. She was old, and earlier in Genesis, she literally just couldn't have a child. And right now, currently, she's too old to literally bear a child. You know what's even crazier? How the fact that Sarah overheard this conversation between God and Abraham. It wasn't like someone gave her a prophetic word or an angel talked to her. She heard God himself tell Abraham, Sarah is going to have a son, and she still doubted the Lord. Can you imagine hearing the voice of God and still doubting him? So you could only imagine how much more doubt that we in our flesh, not being able to audibly hear the Lord, even though that's not I've heard some people have done that. Anyway, that's besides the point, but most people do not hear the Lord audibly. So imagine how much doubt could creep in when we can't even audibly hear the Lord. A lot of doubt can set in, but don't let it, because verse 14, no matter whether you could hear the Lord audibly or not, says, is anything too hard for the Lord? No, nothing is too hard for the Lord. When you have a goal or a dream instilled in your heart and you are leaning on the Lord 100%, obviously that dream is from the Lord. Like I said, if you're leaning on the Lord 100%, because the Bible also tells us that the heart is deceitful amongst all things. Because sometimes we got to be careful, because some of our desires that we're oh, I really want this, it's what my heart says, it's what my heart is telling me, really could be a little influence from the enemy, and the devil is like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Basically what I'm saying is, if you feel a stir from the Lord to do something, or to go somewhere, or to apply for this job, or to go to this position, or to audition for this thing, go do it. It doesn't matter if the world says you're not qualified. It doesn't matter. It does not matter, because not even the world, basic anatomy and science said that Sarah was incapable of having a child. But that's what's crazy, is we are in the natural, and the God that we serve is a God of the supernatural. So he does things in the supernatural realm that aren't even physically comprehensible to us on earth. If the Lord tells you he's going to do something, or he gives you an assignment and you're like, I'm not qualified, that doesn't make sense, do it anyway, because the Lord will be there, will be with you every step of the way and give you the tools you need to do that. Like, for example, Sarah, she was too old. What did the Lord do? Gave her the tools she needed to have a son. By giving her a son in her pregnant belly. That was literally the tool she needed to conceive. She needed a baby, a fetus in her stomach. She needed a baby, and that's what the Lord gave her, the tools that she needed to bear a son, even though it was at old age. The Lord will give you the tools and he will equip you. If he calls you on a mission, you better listen. You better listen and you better go, because again, I'm gonna say it again, Genesis 18 verse 14, is anything too hard for the Lord? And the Lord said that. Now I want to get into my story. Hopefully can give you guys some encouragement about why nothing is impossible for the Lord. So here's a little backstory. I was never an above average student. I was very much an average Joe student. I got A's and B's and sometimes C's in college. High school, that's a different story. I was a little bit smarter, but in college, like I went to two different colleges before I went to Pepperdine. But the statistics were 30%, no, I think it was 29 or 30%. I think it was 29 the year that I applied. The acceptance rate to Pepperdine University was 29%, and which is not like a lot. I went to a like little orientation, and this was before I applied to the school. It was pretty much like, if you're interested in the school, come to this orientation, we'll teach you everything about the school. And basically in their slideshow, they were like, yeah, pretty much we have a 29% acceptance rate, and pretty much the lowest GPA that you can, oh wait, no, that's not what happened. So after that, the guy was like, okay, if you guys have any questions, like I'm here. So I went up to him and I was like, so what is like the minimum GPA that you guys accept at Pepperdine? And he was like, well, it's a pretty competitive school. The lowest I would say is probably a 3.6 GPA. Of cutoff of like how to get into Pepperdine. And like my heart stopped, because I didn't have a 3.6. I had a I didn't even have a 3.5 or a 3.4 or a 3.3. I had a 3.2 GPA while applying to Pepperdine University at a 29% acceptance rate. But I know for a fact I felt the call from the Lord to go to Pepperdine. I knew it, and I knew it in my heart. And honestly, thank God, I mean, a little doubt set in me, but thank the Lord, I was really leaning on the Lord and trusting in him. And this verse, is there anything too hard for the Lord, is really like mixes in here, because I was so not qualified. So basically what happened was I went on my Disney College program. So the timeline of this was I went to that orientation, then I went to the Disney College program, and then during the Disney College program, I had applied to Pepperdine, and I was waiting to hear my answer while I was on the program. I was on the program, and I think it was like April 14th comes around, and I'm in the break room in Disney World, and I get an email, your decision for Pepperdine University came in. And I was waitlisted. I was waitlisted, but something about the Lord, when you're leaning on the Lord, he really gives you like a peace that surpasses all understanding, because it says that in the word. I'm gonna drop the verse here. I don't know it on the top of my head, but he really gave me a peace that surpassed all my understanding, because when I opened that wait list and I was like, oh, I'm waitlisted to literally my dream college, I wasn't like, I'm waitlisted, oh my gosh, I was like, oh, okay, I'm waitlisted. Like, Lord, it's all in your hands. You got it. Like, you know what's up. So I was so nonchalant, and I was like, I'm gonna get in. I know I'm gonna get in because the Lord called me here, and I know it. I know it. So I trusted in the Lord. I literally trusted so hard in the Lord, because nothing's impossible with him. So also another thing about the wait list is, I'm not sure if this is true for all schools, but basically for Pepperdine, because I did a lot of research and I talked to staff after I already got in, and like students and stuff. But basically, when you're on the wait list in Pepperdine University, you don't get off. You don't. It's pretty much just, you were a great candidate, so we don't want to reject you forever, but like, so we're going to let you off easy by putting you on the wait list. It's pretty much a rejection. And not to mention, the year that I applied to Pepperdine University, and literally, this isn't my information, like this is information from the school. They said that it was the most competitive year in Pepperdine history. In Pepperdine history, the most competitive year, and the lowest GPA is like a 3.6 and I had a 3.2. And I got waitlisted at the most competitive year literally in Pepperdine history. I think it was like, I have a picture. I'll probably put it up here. It was like 15,000 students and only like 15,000 students applied, only 3,400 were getting accepted, something like that. So basically, I'm waiting and I'm just trusting in the Lord. First of all, I was living the life. I was living in Disney World, working in Disney World. So that was a good distraction, but I was also leaning on the Lord because I truly, truly felt him call me there. And I was like, Lord, why would you let me down if you called me there? But he didn't. So I was driving with I wasn't driving, I was in the back seat, going with some of my friends to a beach, to Clearwater Beach, I think. Yeah, Clearwater Beach in Florida. And I'm not sure if we were leaving or coming home, but it was one of those things. And I got a call from Pepperdine and they were like, hi, just quick question, are you still interested in coming to Pepperdine University? And I was like, yeah. Yeah, very much so. And they're like, okay, great. So you're gonna see an update on your application status within a few days. I forgot what it was. And I was like, okay. So I hung up the phone. They didn't say you got in, they just said you're gonna see something. I don't know. So actually I had to come home for something. And so I flew home back to New York. And the day I was with my family, I opened my laptop and I got a notification that I got into Pepperdine University. I was accepted, fully accepted, the most competitive year yet, and I was taken off the wait list. Like, that is only God. That is only God. But here's the thing, and I'm gonna say it again, Genesis 18:14, is there anything too hard for the Lord? No. Was I qualified to get into Pepperdine? Absolutely not. 3.2 GPA when it was the hardest year in Pepperdine history, the most competitive year ever? No, I wasn't qualified, but the Lord was like, so I make you qualified. So the Lord will be with you and the Lord will qualify you for the things that in the natural that you're not qualified for. In the supernatural, he'll qualify you and he will walk you through it and he will let you and he will guide you and he will make it possible. He is the Lord who makes the impossible possible, okay? So whatever you're going through, whatever it is that you just need a breakthrough for and you're just trusting in the Lord, but you know you're not qualified by the earthly standards, by the natural standards, don't worry about it. The natural doesn't matter when it comes to our supernatural God. It really does not. So just lean on him, trust in him, and if the Lord truly is calling you to whatever that is, whatever you feel that stir in your spirit to go chase, to go do, if he really is calling you there, and if that is where he wants you at that moment in time, he will make a way. He will make a way where there is no way, okay? Just like he did with Sarah, that rhymed. Just like he did with Sarah. There was no way that she could have a child. And what did he do? He said, you gonna have a child. And she even laughed at him. She laughed at him because she knew how impossible it was. So guys, don't ever doubt our God and don't ever think that you're unqualified for something that the Lord is calling you to, okay? Because the Lord will equip you. So that is our mini Bible study for today. And I hope that was that a Bible study? I don't really know. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you guys could be encouraged. And I love you guys so, 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 so much. And yeah, and also don't forget, in my bio, I'm leaving the link to the PDF form if you guys want to join the Read a Bible in the Year with me or Read a Bible in 6 months and just double up morning and night. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I will see you guys on TikTok, on Instagram, and in my next YouTube video. Bye, friends!